Yo, what's up, everybody? How are you, babe?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. It's Friday night.
And I feel alright.
All right, if you're on here or you're watching the replay,
Hi, Sherry Yules.
do you know what song that is? It's Friday night and I feel alright.
The party's here on the west side,
So I reach for my... Is it 40?
My
And I turn it up.
Tazo tea and I turn it up.
My Tazo tea. If you know that song, let us know in the comments. Do you know the name of it? Don't say it, because I want to see if people know it. Do you know the name of the song?
No.
Ooh. Sherry Yules says, what up? What's up, Sherry Yules? Welcome to our 10:09 p.m. live. Glad you're here.
10:09 p.m. Friday night, day 17.
Day 17 of 28 days live. Now, I'm telling you, Megan, this
Tell me.
I've had a lot of people tell me that they're actually enjoying us doing this.
Really?
Like, legit. They're like, I've really enjoyed you guys doing this. Talk in your mic one more time.
Hello.
Okay, you're good. And so they're like, I love getting on. It's so fun. You guys are awesome. And I'm like, really? Because it doesn't feel awesome,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But we have a lot of fun. So the name of the song, This Is How We Do It.
Yeah.
It's Friday night and I feel all right.
West side.
Party's here on the west side.
What's
It's Montel Jordan.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that, but what's the name of the song?
Okay, guess the year. You'll probably guess it. I have no idea. I'm going to have to look it up. Has to be like...
1993.
No. All right.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
What makes you say 1993? 2008? What? No, that's not 2018.
No.
2009.
No.
Yeah, what song? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we are. This is how... What?
1995.
No, 94.
Oh,
It says
it was
recorded
94?
in 1994.
Boom shakalaka.
Oh, it released in 95.
I was 1 year off.
That's insane.
Aubrey, you doubt my song
Your
skills.
weird song skills. How do you know that? Should I leave this buttoned or no?
Let me see. No,
I kind of feel like a cholo.
you kind of look like a cholo.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes.
All right. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. We are. We just got home a little bit ago from basketball. Basketball?
Yeah.
How you say basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball. So Hart's playing basketball, which is fun. But it kind of stinks when soccer starts because it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we've had something every night for 2 weeks, and I just want to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You know? Does it kind of feel like that for you?
I agree.
Like every night,
I agree.
just something. Whether it's sports or events, the banquets and Thunder games and dinners and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. It's been a busy week.
It has been busy, but it's been good. I'm thankful for it.
And we have a 3-day weekend, which is exciting.
Yeah, and Megan works at a bank, so they get a day off for everything.
Yep. Thank you for President's
They're
Day.
like, please continue to add holidays because it's another day off for a bank. Why do banks get like every day off?
Every holiday?
Yes, like every single holiday.
Well, not every single holiday.
Because you guys get off even when like other people don't.
Well, we don't get off, like, we're not off Good Friday. We're not off.
Well, a lot of people
Easter's
aren't
always
off.
on
A lot of
Sunday.
people aren't off Good Friday. What's up, Ray Song?
I know, but you're saying we get off for everything. We just get off for the federal holidays. Because
Okay,
the
but not
federal-
everybody gets off President's Day.
No, but the Federal Reserve is closed. So post offices are
Oh.
closed. That's why we get those. The Federal Reserve is closed, so banks are closed.
Okay, that makes more sense. What is the Federal Reserve closed for everything? I need some answers now.
I don't know.
I
Why
need
don't
answers.
you ask Mr. Reserve?
Mr. Reserve.
I'm just
I
kidding.
wonder if ChatGPT knows his phone number. I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
Rayson, what's up, ma'am?
What up, Rayson?
So I sent Rayson today. Something popped up in my Instagram of it's like a mobile cold plunge thing.
Oh.
So I sent it to Rayson. He said he's seen it before.
Mobile cold plunge.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Maybe just because it has like a drain on it. So you can actually like drain it.
Oh.
Instead of like have the same water for 8 years, I guess.
Rayson, do you put new water in your thing every time?
I see some new people jumping on. Say hi when you are on.
Hi.
Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. There's so many things you could be doing at 10:14 p.m.
Yeah.
And you're with us. I don't know if that makes you cool.
I think it does.
I like Friday nights like I don't know. I don't know if Friday nights are like what they used to be.
Well, it depends on your
Stage of life.
stage of life.
Yeah, when
I
you
was going to say your age, but it's your stage of life. So,
yeah, because when you have kids, it's not like, oh yeah, let's go. I don't know.
to a rager.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding.
Well, okay, Megan.
I'm not like deliriously tired tonight.
I'm not. I was last night.
It's because I drink coffee.
Yeah, I had coffee at 7:15.
Same.
That's probably not good. Oh, so Rayson said he changes his
Water.
water every other week.
That's good.
Every other week, Megan.
That's good to hear.
I don't have a lot to talk about today. I probably shouldn't say that at the top of this thing because
Then people are like, well, why would
why would I hang out here?
Why would I?
I mean, like I have some stuff that I wrote down today, like thoughts. It's not necessarily for this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the brain power to go into it though. They're kind of deep thoughts. How was your day? We haven't even really talked, honestly.
It was good.
Was?
It was a good day.
You had to think about it?
I was just trying to. I feel like a lot's happened today, so I just had to think about what all went down in my day. No, it was good.
Rayson says thought. I don't know if that means he wants the thought. Robert says hi.
Hi, Robert.
What up, Robert?
Oh, they're at the hunting lease.
Oh.
I assume.
Let me call the deer in. Is it deer season?
I think it still is.
I have no idea. Is it deer season, Rayson? So confession. I live in Oklahoma.
These are my confessions.
Born in Kansas, lived in Oklahoma. And I've never been like real hunting. Like ever. Like go to a lease.
Really?
Never. So I went hunting one time, and it consisted of
Where?
Antlers, Oklahoma.
Oh.
And it consisted of
Antlers.
like, this is why I don't say I've really been hunting, because we got some shotguns, put on orange vests, and walked in the woods of Eric and Sarah Brown's grandparents' house. So it wasn't really hunting. Never saw anything. I mean,
Wait, are there pictures of you in that and you have bleached blonde hair?
probably.
I think I remember this.
Okay, Rayson, I saw a video of hog hunting where you like get in a helicopter and they fly you over the hogs and you open up the door and you're just like blah, 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 blah.
I learned recently how much of a problem there is with hogs.
Well, that's why they do that now, because they're trying to get rid of them because they're messing stuff up.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It's hog wild.
Wow, Megan.
Hit it.
Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. No, that was funny. I didn't mean that one. No, gosh. I need the label of these. There it is. The new one says like what it is.
Oh.
So you don't have to guess. Like there's a touch screen there and it tells you.
I can label them for you.
You would?
Yes.
Because I didn't mean to hurt your feelings because I thought that was funny. Go check out my story. I shot one tonight.
Oh, dang.
Ooh.
I have a joke for you. I already told it to you earlier, but can I tell it again on here?
Yes. I've heard a lot of bad jokes tonight.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Oh my gosh.
Because! Why did Adele cross the road?
Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Hello from the other side. It's pretty bad when you do it to yourself.
Yeah, when you're the only one laughing at your joke. Oh, you did the crickets to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh. I turned down the music so it'd be really awkward.
It's fine.
Go check out my story. I shot one. Why are the comments so big tonight?
I don't know, but I like it. I can see it.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I can only see like 2 at a time.
Can you like drag that down? And it makes it
Hog
smaller?
and Coyote season, you're coming with us next year. Okay, I'm down racing. If for no other reason, so I can at least like have something to talk about because everybody talks about hunting. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's basketball practice tonight.
Basketball.
Basketball? How you say? Basketball?
Esteban.
Esteban?
Cristobal.
I need to find that. There was a meme on Instagram today, and it said, Latin parents be like, and it said Home Depot. Like where it usually says Home Depot, it says Home Depot. Hondepo. There was some funny ones. Walmart was Walmart.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, I had a busy day.
Yeah, how was your day?
It was good. It's a long day.
Yeah.
These Fridays. So I work with an organization called Salt and Light Leadership Training. It's a leadership training program that I actually went through. Was it last year? Last year?
Yes.
God, feels like forever ago. And after I was in the class, they were like, hey, would you come help us? Mm-hmm. And so I started doing some work for them. And so right now I'm helping them put together the curriculum of these classes. So there's almost 700 people that have been through this training class.
Oh, wow. I didn't
And
realize
it's a leadership training class. And it's like the structure of it is similar to like a Leadership Oklahoma City or Leadership Norman, Leadership Edmond. The structure of it is. Mm-hmm. The difference is it's not just based on like leadership principles. We talk about that stuff, but it's more about how do I lead
Kingdom principles.
It's about, so as a child of God, how should I lead? How do I influence where God has placed me?
Yeah.
So there's a spiritual aspect to it. So anyways, what I'm doing right now is helping them capture on video these classes, but the classes are like from 8 to 4. So it's a long day for me. Like,
And you have to be there at 7 a.m.
yeah. So it's a long day.
Yeah.
It's good though. Like today I wrote down a bunch of stuff, just questions, and you know, I really don't know if I want to get into it. You know what I love about these lives though is like I'm so used to preaching for so long. There was like almost a pressure, and this was probably me putting the pressure on myself. I doubt anybody else did. Like you have to study, but there was such a pressure to have everything figured out so you could tell everybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh, yeah, I need to have it all figured out before I present a concept.
Not like last night where you were sort of processing as you were talking.
Last night was a pure processing my thoughts as we were talking. So, I mean, obviously, if you're presenting a message, you have to study and know what the word says about it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having it all figured out and put together to present.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's part of the problem is I don't think that's the pressure that the pastor needs to carry. Now there are things that you set straight. You know what I mean? Like there's doctrine and theological things that you need to teach that aren't up in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's not a pressure that you should have everything figured out. And part of that is I think we've created a dependence on the pastor to tell people what they believe.
Yeah.
And now that's backfired on us, where we have a whole bunch of people who just took the pastor's word for granted. But then when the pressure hits, it's like, the pastor said this, but I don't know if I really believe this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what I love about this is, like, really anything I talk about on here, I'm like, don't take my word for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Go and search it out yourself.
It's like, hey, here's a thought. I don't have it all figured out, but maybe you need to wrestle with it too.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what a pastor does, is inspire and guide and direct, not give you all the answers.
Yeah.
You know? Because then you become dependent on the pastor.
Well, I mean, think about, really, that's how all of this, like, that's what this came out of, was conversations. Like, I remember sitting in the backyard having conversations at our patio table, talking about Revelation. I remember one day we were talking about Revelation out there, and it's, you just talk about it and read it, but then think about, this is what I believed for so long, like my entire life.
Yeah.
But it's because that's what a pastor told me a long time ago. And so that's just what I've always believed. But when you actually sit and think about what it means to you,
And I'm not saying don't listen to pastors. I mean, there's clearly, well, I just don't want to upset anybody, but there's a role, you need a pastor.
Yeah.
Like you need a leader that you are under their authority. And I don't mean that in an abusive way, but you're under their authority where they have the authority to speak into your life.
Right.
And direct you. You need that. So there is a role for pastors, no doubt. Yeah. And I'm not saying pastors are preaching wrong. Like some of the things that I was taught growing up, you have to look at it in the story that everything's progression.
Right.
So half of the Bible didn't even have Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, so was everything they were teaching before Jesus wrong? No.
Yeah.
It was all they knew at the time.
Right.
Until Jesus came and changed everything. You know? And then it happened again because Jesus, I said this the other night, but he leaves and says, I'm going to send the Holy Spirit. Well, that changed the game again, because now it wasn't just Jesus. Now it's the same Spirit that was in Jesus is now in you.
Yeah.
So there are things in the Gospels when Jesus walked the earth that changed when the Holy Spirit came. Are they wrong? No. They've just progressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's things that I was taught that have progressed. And I don't even mean like progress like they were wrong or anything like that. Just like it's what we knew at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Martin Luther. Before Martin Luther, he's the guy who posted the 95 Theses and the father of the Protestant movement. So before Martin Luther, you had to pay penance to the Catholic Church to be made right.
Yeah.
Well, that was a big part of Martin Luther's 95 Theses is no, we don't have to pay you. We are made justification by faith. It's by Jesus we're made right, right? Yeah. So up until that point, we just thought it was right that we pay a penance to the church to be forgiven for our sins.
Yeah.
And then Martin Luther's like, no, that's not what it says.
Yeah.
You know, so even if you have gone through a process, and you hear this a lot, man, especially in young people, like this term deconstructing. I'm deconstructing my faith.
Deconstructing my faith.
Which let me give you my idea of deconstruction. Usually when people say I'm deconstructing, and you may have heard this before, it's usually people that are really just wrestling with their faith. They're looking at what they've been taught. They're asking the question, what do I really believe? Is what I've been taught right? Some of them struggle with the church, like, oh, well, or some of them have, a lot of people have church hurt, which, guys, church hurt is not a reason to run away from God. I'm sorry. It's real, but you're surrounded by humans.
Yeah.
Church is a family of people.
Yeah.
What family doesn't have its problems? Right?
Yeah.
So church hurt is not an excuse to turn away from God. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's immature.
Yeah.
Like if you run away from your family because somebody hurt your feelings, that's immature. So anyways, but most of the people that are going through this process, maybe they're saying, hey, I was hurt by the church and I'm asking questions about it, or I don't know what I really believe, or, is tithing biblical, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we label those people, or they label themselves, I'm deconstructing my faith. I get that. And I'm for that. Like, I really am.
Yeah.
I would rather you wrestle with your faith and come out with what you really believe,
Yeah.
And as a pastor, I can say that. As a dad, I can say that. As a friend, I can say that.
Yeah.
Because I believe truth is a person. I don't think truth is what somebody said.
Yeah.
What does Jesus say? The way, the life, and the truth.
Yeah.
He's the truth. So if you're truly seeking truth.
The way, the truth, the life, I will follow.
Yes. Never heard that song. So I have faith that if you're really seeking truth, that you're going to find it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the person of Jesus. That's what I have faith in,
Yeah.
But where people get hung up with this deconstructing thing is the actual word deconstruction comes from a French philosopher, it's not I'm wrestling with my faith. It was a movement to get rid of faith. You know what I mean? So like in modern terms, I would compare it to defund the police. That you have a group, and really the ones that started it, that are like, no, we want to we don't want to cut police funding. We want to get rid of police.
Yeah.
And that's the original meaning of it.
So what would you call it? What would you call it now instead of deconstructing faith?
I'm not against calling it deconstructing faith. But that's what I mean. I would say wrestling. I would say I'm asking questions. So I'm trying to figure out what I believe.
Yeah.
Like, let's just call it what it is. But when you say you're deconstructing, the real meaning of that is not to find your faith. The real meaning of it is to get rid of faith. Just like some people would say, oh, defund the police. I think there's money that could go elsewhere, or we could try this, or we could try that. Like, maybe. I'm not against trying different things.
Maybe you should say you're renovating your faith.
Yes, but I'm not for getting rid of police.
Right.
You see the difference?
Yes.
But it all gets lumped under defund,
Yeah.
Same with deconstruction. Oh, I'm deconstructing my faith. Well, really, you're reconstructing your faith. That's really what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're tearing it down to the studs and building it back up.
You're renovating it.
And okay, you're renovating your faith.
Renovating
okay,
it.
you really need that one, don't you?
You're rehabbing.
Rehabbing. Let's not say that. And I'm all for that. That's part of the reason I do this, honestly. And that's part of the reason we're going to do like the interview podcasts and stuff, is like, I even want to bring people on here who disagree with me,
Yeah.
because what's it going to hurt? I had a conversation with somebody today, like kids, we have an 8 and 11, and kids are confronted at their age with things that we never even thought about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The discovery algorithm on social media is introducing young people to thoughts that we never heard, to different ways of believing, different ways of doing things, different ways of living that we never had access to.
Yeah.
And with discovery algorithm now, where it's not who you follow anymore that you're seeing their stuff, It's, hey, we think you might be interested in this. And I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying.
That's not based off of who you follow.
No, it's interest based. So the discovery algorithm is just putting things that have nothing to do with what you follow. So, and I'm not, this is not a bash social media. I actually think social media, if I told any business owner or pastor, hey, within the next 24 hours, over 70% of your city is going to be in one spot, what would you do? You'd set up shop there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's called Facebook.
Yeah.
Over 70% of everybody where you live is going to check in on Facebook within the next 24 hours. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm not bashing social media. My point is, because of it, the spread of information is way different than it was when we were young.
Yeah.
So I think young people have to know what they believe at even a younger age, or they at least have to wrestle with it at a younger age because they're confronted with stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, my son, was it Hart or Hadley, asking about evolution the other day? You know, I mean, we've had conversations about furries. It's wild, you know? But that's what we are doing with our kids, helping them discover what they believe. And obviously we're leading them to Jesus, you know, but that's where we're leading them. That's what this is really about too, is like, I hope I'm messing some of you up. That's why I want to share some of these thoughts. Not tonight, but
yeah,
you know, that's why I want to do some of these interviews, because man, I want you to know what you believe, you know?
Yeah.
And if I can inspire you to ask questions, or this be a place where you can ask questions, I'm for that.
Yeah.
Am I talking too much? You're just nodding at me now. When I used to preach too long, Megan always sat on the front row at church, and she just like shut her Bible. And that meant like, okay, it's time. You had a look.
I did?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
You weren't doing it intentionally?
No.
Oh, I always thought you were. Like, okay, it's time to shut up, Aubrey.
I was just laughing because I noticed I was head bobbing and somebody said something to me about, oh, that's your podcast head bob.
Somebody said that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's hilarious. We should get a bobbly head. So I can have my palm tree here.
And you'll just get a bobblehead.
And you can
me.
have a Megan bobblehead.
Just tap it.
Who said that?
Lydell.
Lydell.
Wait. Was it Lydell or Alyssa?
Especially these late ones, you bop your head a lot, though. Like, you're tired right now. Mm-hmm. I am too.
Well, I mean, you talk the majority of the time. And so I just...
But I really like you on here.
Oh, okay.
You know why I like it is because it's a conversation. It's not me. Like, when I'm by myself, it feels like I'm preaching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In this way, it doesn't. It's like we're talking. Stop.
No, I can't.
You weirdo.
That's funny. No, I get it, though.
Yeah.
It's easier to be conversational about it than...
Stare at a camera and preach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easy when people are commenting, because then you're talking to them.
Yeah. But if there's nobody commenting...
But if there's no commenting, you're just like, okay.
It's like...
So those of you that are watching and haven't commented,
Comment.
this is what it feels like when you don't comment.
And when you comment, it feels like this. Oh, no.
No, it feels like this.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it feels like when you
Let's
comment.
go.
You are shaking the camera like crazy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's because my knees are like up in the table.
Look, we made people feel bad, so they left.
Oh, bye, guys.
They're like, oh, well, I'm not commenting. I'm out of here.
Peace out. You told me you wanted me to say something, so I'm leaving.
Okay, tomorrow I'll share this thought. What time do we want to do it tomorrow? Not 10 o'clock.
Not 10 o'clock.
No.
It's Saturday evening.
We have a basketball game. Is that all we have tomorrow? Is a
Let's
basketball?
do it at like 8 o'clock.
Oh, you still want to do it at night?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Do we have anything? I feel like there's something tomorrow night. Okay. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. I'm going to share this thought.
Right now? Or your thought tomorrow?
No, tomorrow. I'm going to share it.
Okay.
Talking about I don't even know what to call it.
I don't know.
I'll just say this.
I don't have suggestions because
The thought that is going through my head is that everything's not meant to last forever. And that's a good thing. We don't think that way.
Yeah.
We spend most of our life trying to make everything last as long as it can.
Yeah.
But I don't think everything's supposed to last forever.
Yeah.
So that's my thought. I'll flesh it out a little bit more tomorrow.
I'll bring thoughts on that tomorrow.
You will?
Sure.
Well, you can look at what the stuff I wrote down today. We've talked about it.
An agile business model.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Well, that's actually agile marketing is actually a business,
It's legit. Like that's what they call it.
Yeah, agile
okay.
marketing.
Okay.
But that was like how I was thinking of it business. So I was trying to tie something like it's a kingdom principle.
Say no more. We got to save it for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. You say something and I'll do the bobblehead for a minute.
I don't know what to say.
I'll still do the bobblehead. You say something.
Say something.
Say something, I'm giving
up
over
on
you.
you. Giving up on you.
Oh, giving up? Oh, my bad.
Sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anyway, I would follow you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And
Well, somebody gave a heart for singing.
oh, thanks, guys.
First heart. Thank you. Whoever you are. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Go,
Hey.
go, Gio.
Appreciate you guys. Oh, another heart.
More?
And thumbs up.
You guys are the best.
Oh, man. Jeez. Just made my evening with your thumbs and hearts.
Thumbs and hearts.
I should probably go to bed. Hey, really, like legit.
Thank you guys for being on here.
Oh, my gosh. This really is a blast.
It is fun.
I still kind of don't understand why people watch this, but I probably shouldn't say that, but
Alyssa, so she was like, man, I missed the one where it was all four of you. And I was like, well, you can go back and watch it.
no.
And she was like, oh, I know. It's just not the same as being live and commenting.
Yeah. It is. That's part of so I think I'm going to keep doing lives because the plan was to go live every day in February
Yeah.
and then do an interview starting every other week. And that's really like the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
But I like doing lives. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
And it is a different experience.
Yeah. Ed Milet interviews somebody every week for his podcast.
Well, he's also Ed Milet.
Oh. Yeah.
We'll start somewhere. I'll run out of people to interview. Ed Milet can say, hey, I want to interview freaking Jesus. Well, he can't do Jesus. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's Ed Milet. He can get anybody he wants. We're not there yet.
I wasn't trying to compare us to Ed Milet.
I know you
trying
weren't.
to say what his
You're talking about the
his
frequency.
frequency.
The frequency.
Yes.
And I'm going to play this one by ear. Because I don't want it to be like, oh, we have to do an interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just do a crappy interview.
Do you want to hear something funny?
What?
Also slightly embarrassing.
What? Depends.
It's embarrassing for me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Just kidding.
So for the longest time, I thought that saying "play it by ear." Mm-hmm. This is gonna sound really dumb, but this is also another one of those sayings where I think that Oklahoma accents draw it out. You know what I mean? Okay, so I thought it was "play it by year."
Play it by year?
Year. We're gonna play it by year.
Huh.
In arrears. In the rears.
Oh my. You are digressing terribly bad.
I should not say these things.
What were we talking about before that though? Oh yeah, just doing crappy interviews.
Oh.
I don't want to do that. But I'll do these live. I like these live. And one thing I've learned, and maybe this would free some of you up as parents and friends and family, and
we should ask Chat GPT though to give us some.
You're about a month and a half behind me.
Conversation topics.
Yep. I've got notes full of it.
Oh.
You don't have to say anything if you don't have anything to say.
Me?
Anybody.
Oh.
Like, that's what I've learned. It's like, if you don't have anything to say, don't say anything.
Yeah. Just nod your head.
Well, I mean, like, even with this, starting this, I'm like, as long as I have something to say, I'll say it.
Yeah.
If I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to put pressure to say something. You know?
Yeah.
Because that's not your real voice anyways.
True.
Or not your actual voice, but.
I know what you're saying.
All right. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
10:45 p.m., day 17. We did it.
We'll see you for
day 18.
Day 18. Mañana.
Day 18. We're going live every day in February. Thank you so much. And that's how we got started this. I was saying, just thank you so much. It's crazy. Like, I feel like this past week, almost every day I've had somebody be like, oh my gosh, I love your podcast. I didn't even know they watch.
Yeah.
Well, because we've been doing them so late, a lot of people watch the replay. But it's just been, it kind of makes your heart full, you know, like, oh, we love you guys.
Love you guys.
And it means a lot to us that you would spend some time with us. And I know we jack around a lot, but hopefully this adds value. And I believe that's why people actually watch it. Like, you know, I always say, I don't know why people watch this, because we jack around and do stupid stuff. But obviously we're adding some value to people's life.
Yeah.
And so that means a lot to us that you spend time here.
Yep.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Day 18. What did we say? 8 p.m.?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. We shall see you there.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.